Hello, welcome to Marla Guides, aka Third Eye, and I'm back here with another channel message. How's it going? Hope you guys are safe and great wherever you're at. I have a download, over here listening to my music. I cannot go a day without listening to music. Music is just medicine for me. It's medicine for a lot of people. But on my channel, I do a lot of readings with um, music, and I get a lot of downloads and messages through music, and that's one way how I channel and get messages is through music. But this message is intuitive, and I am getting a download. I'm listening to the song by Coldplay. It's called "The Scientist." It's one of my favorite songs by Coldplay. Actually, so I was just listening, and then I started getting these intuitive downloads and these intuitive messages and these nudges to like make a video. Um, this is basically like a reminder to the collective or to whoever. I don't know who who this message is going to resonate for, but it's a message to keep going. To life is hard, yes, but life wasn't supposed to be easy. I mean, and I'm going to break it down because people are going to be like, well, some people have an easier life than other people. That is true. But let me explain. Some people who are meant for greater things in life have to work 10 times harder to get to where they want to get to. Some people who didn't come from wealth, who didn't grow up with a silver spoon, and I'm not taking a dab at anybody who did grow up in wealth, did come from old money, did grow up with a silver spoon, was born into that. It's not a dab, it's not a dig, it's nothing. But this is a reminder. And then if you are somebody who came from money, I want you to have an open mind about your life and another person's life who didn't have that luxury. Okay. Now, I'm going to get back to that in a second. But this is a reminder about keep going. Life is hard now, but it's not going to be hard forever. And the things and the situations that you are going through right now is building character. The situations that you're going through is building character. And you probably like, excuse me, you're probably like, I've gone through so much stuff in my life. I've built character. Yes, you have. And you are also in survival mode, and you're coming out of survival mode, and you're coming into alignment to just live. Now you're building character to just be free, to live, to go after your goals, go after your dreams. You're building character so that you can prosper how you're supposed to. See, life wasn't easy for you because you were meant for greater things in life. Life wasn't easy for you because you didn't have the luxury, you didn't have the finances, you didn't have the family to support you. But see, this is where that character development comes in. You had to work 10 times harder because it was you. You were going to make it. Collective, out of everybody in your family, you are the one that's going to make it. That's why it's harder for you because they know you're going to make it You're different. You're built different. You're unique. You have been through so much in life, and yet you don't let it stop you. You're resilient. You're strong. You persevere through so much adversity, so much, and yet you're still here fighting to see another day and to show everybody who doubted you that you can and you will. It's taking so long to get there because you're doing it by yourself. But baby, let me tell you something right now. We're in the season right now. This is your harvest season. This is your harvest season. I got the King of Cups that just flipped out, bro. This is your harvest season. This is for the lone wolf who had to do everything by themselves. This is for the person who had no one but themselves, but God. This is this is your harvest season. Let me tell you something. With the star at the bottom of the deck, you about to get blessed. Somebody about to bless you. You about to get blessed in a way that it's unimaginable. Something's gonna be someone, whoever opportunities is going to be blessed, is going to be presented to you. The reason it's taking you so hard because you have forces and peoples and things stopping you, actively trying to stop you from reaching your full potential because they knew it was you. They knew you were going to be the one to be successful, to make it. If you are somebody that grew up in poverty, if you are somebody who was raised in poverty, didn't have anything like that, you have to work for what you want. This message is for you. You are about to get blessed. This is about to be your harvest season. You are about to reap everything that you are owed because you did the work. You never gave up. You persevered. You stay resilient. This King of Cups, whoever is in this King of Cups energy, they see you as the star. They see you, what you can do, what you can bring, what you're about, what you can offer. And they're about to come to you and make you an offer, make you a deal, present something to you, to give you something. It don't matter. I don't know. That's the energy. The Cups is about to give something to you because he sees the potential. You don't need a group of people. You just need one person with the right resources and tools to present to you. He sees something in the star. He sees something in you. And he's about to present something to you. Beautiful. The motherfucking emperor, bro. This is bro. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming my conclusion. This emperor, this king of cups, this is a man of authority. This is a man of power. This is a man of wealth. This is a boss. He sees something in you, Star. He sees something in you. And it's about to bless you. He's about to present something to you. He's about to make you an offer. He's about to give something to you that's tangible, that you deserve. That he know that with you, nothing but greatness. The Emperor just confirmed this King of Cups. I don't know who you are, but your days of struggling, your days of fighting for to be seen, to be heard, to be chosen, to be just treated equally, it's coming to an end. Because this the Cups Emperor energy, this boss, this leader, this authority figure, He sees you. He see you. He see what you about. He know what you about. Bro, the motherfucking sun. The sun. Sun. He sees you as the sun. He sees you as a star. He sees you as this abundant, prosperous energy. Like he literally sees you as something that's amazing. Like this boss that he see you. He might have felt you before he seen you, but he see. I'm gonna make an offer. If so, collect. Now, take it as it resonates. If this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. This is not your video. This is for a collective of individuals who work hard, have no help, have no one, didn't grow up with a silver spoon, didn't grow up with wealth, didn't grew up poor, grew up in poverty. This is messages for you. The reason you didn't give up, the reason that you didn't settle, the reason that none of those other jobs or situations or whatever didn't work out because you were meant for more. And this Emperor Cup, King of Cups, Boss Daddy see you. He see you. He sees you as this two of the best cards in the deck. He sees you as the sun and the stars. I love how these both confirm each other. And the Emperor and the King of Cups both confirm each other. This boss daddy, this CEO, this businessman, this entrepreneur, he sees something in you. He sees something in you. That's what I want you to understand. A lot of people see you, but they don't see something in you. This person sees something in you that you probably don't even see in yourself. Not yet. He see your passion. He see your fire. He see your hunger. That's what he sees. And you are inspiring him to the point where he wants to take a chance, wants to take a gamble on you. He wants to work with you. He wants to offer you something. He wants to do something. He wants to. This is your season. When you are presented something, read it carefully, read the fine print, but baby, fucking take the sign and dotted line. Do your due diligence by reading carefully, asking important questions. But baby, when you get when you get whatever this is, sign the dotted line and know that you deserve it and you earned it. I'm talking to a collective that had to go through struggles, that cry day in and out, begging God, pleading to God to just change something to make it better. And God made you go through tests. God made you go through these lessons not to hurt you, not to punish you, but to strengthen you up. So when you get opportunities, so when you get presented things like this that you're about to get presented, you're not going to be foolish. You're not going to be naive. You're not going to be dumb. You're going to be um what's the word? What am I looking for? When you're presented this, you're going to know what to do with it. You're going to know what to do with it. You're not going to mess around, F around, take this lightly. No, God had to break you down and strengthen you back up. So when He presented you something through someone else, that you would know, no doubt. This is nothing but God's work. God is working through somebody else. I don't know. I can't tell you. But God is working through somebody else because somebody about to bless you. Someone's about to bless you with something. Contract, wealth, a job, a relationship, marriage. It don't matter. I don't really. It could just be something. Something that's going to change your life because you deserve it. Like I said, the things you've been through, it built character. You have to work 10 times harder. I know it was hard. I know it was hard because I feel the energy. The energy is very heavy, it's very burdensome. But just know that in the near future, when you get presented this, all your struggles, all your cries, all your pleads, all your lonely nights, all the days, excuse me, all the days you went without eating, went without certain things that you just need when your mental was not okay, when you were just down and out. You just know all those lonely nights by yourself, all these horrific things that happened to you when you had to deal with it by yourself, just know it wasn't for no reason. God was testing you to see how much you can handle. God was testing you to see, will you give up when it gets hard? And I know you had a hard life, but God has a funny way of bringing the absolute worst out of you to build you back up. Like a military, like when you go to boot camp and those the sergeants, the soldiers, the captain, whoever. I'm not really military affiliated, so I don't really know the terms and all that stuff. But when you go to boot camp and they got to break you down. They got to break your old. They got to break your soul. They got to break your old self, not because they want to, because they have to. When you go to the military, they need to build you to be a machine, to be ready for combat, to ready to kill, to ready to go to war for your country. They have to break you down and build you back up to be what they need you to be. God broke you down and build you back up for what He needed. He needed you to be a certain way, so the only way that He can do that was to break you down and to humble you. And it's not saying you're not humble, but the days that you went without food, the days you went with looking crazy, the days you went with not having, not getting what you want, not be able to purchase what you want, not to be able to take care of you and your family how you need to. God had to do that. He had to test your strength, test your resilience, test you. Would you fold? Would you give up? And you did it. And let me tell you, this is your confirmation message that you passed the test. You passed the test. Passed the test. I don't know what test that God was testing you with, but baby, it was a big test. It was a big test. You passed the test. You passed the test. Congratulations. Welcome to the good life. I just heard that song. That song just came in my head. Welcome to the good life. I like to shine and throw my hands up in the sky. That song, I think it's like Kanye West. Welcome to the good life. I like to shine. Something. And throw my hands up in the sky. Welcome to the gut life. You're about to step into your new timeline. You already stepped into your new timeline. But this is your confirmation that you are getting everything that you desire. You stepped into your new timeline because you passed the test. The test was how bad did you want it? The test to see your strength. God knew you were strong, but God had to test you. He had to make sure. God has a funny way of bringing the worst out of people. The proof of point. He knew you were strong. Even if you wanted to give up, he didn't allow you to give up. You couldn't give up. And now you're being rewarded. God is not against you, he's with you. He's never going to turn his back on you. You turn your back on God. That's how that works. God don't turn your back on you. You turn your back on God. God is there always. Literally. God is in the spirit. God is you. God is me. He's left. He's right. He's up. He's there. All you gotta do is talk to him. All you gotta do is pray to him. Keep him close to you. Don't pray to him only when stuff gets hard. When you're at a breaking point. No, you pray to him when things get right. When things are just going right. You give him thanks. You give him glory. You give him praise. Don't just show God that you just there asking for help because you are in need of help. You praise God even when things are going good. God never turns his back on you. But you turn your back on God. And the thing is, you did not turn your back on God. You didn't give up on the mission. You didn't fold. You stay resilient. Now God is sending this Emperor King of Cups to you to bless you. This is confirmation. I got the King of Cups first, and then I got the Emperor. If this is not your confirmation, this is your confirmation. And the one thing you need to do is you gotta believe and have faith. You might have faith, but your faith needs to be as big as a mustard seed. That you just need a little bit. Don't matter what, just a little bit. God is going to bless you through somebody else because you earned it. A lot of people can't say they earned something, but a lot of people can. You're one of the few that can actually say that they've earned something by putting in hard work, dedication, time and energy, blood, sweat, and tears. You are like the 1%. It's probably more, but you're probably like the 1% of individuals who can say that they actually put in work and earned these blessings that are about to come to you. All these cards, they're all messed up. Life. No one ever said life was easy. King of Swords, Page of Swords. No one ever said life was easy. No one has a guidebook. Your guides are supposed to be your parents, those people that love you. And if they weren't there for you, you had to raise yourself. Basically, you have to go through life and you have to learn life going through life experiences. That's why I said it. Character, you building character. God had to break down your confidence, your self esteem, everything to see how much you really wanted it. God's about to bless you. And the thing is, you don't even see it coming. God is going to use somebody else to bless you. Not because they feel sorry for you, but because they truly see you. Like I said before, they see you. They see your hunger. They see your passion. They see your drive. They want to offer you, invest in you. they see you. And I feel like for this collective right now, who I'm reading for, who I'm channeling for, you spent most of your life being overlooked, underpaid, on purpose, undervalued, not appreciated. And I'm getting emotional because this is a not a generational thing. It is a generational, but this is a lineage thing for people where you have to work 10 times harder just to make it. This is this collective. You had to go through some shit. You had to go through so much just to make half of a penny. Half, but it builded character development. It builded your character. It's, it's a beautiful story from the underdog to the big dog. Literally, it's amazing. No matter what you've been through, no matter, dang, all these cards that just fell out. I got three cards. Power, the papes, the peeps, the papes, and the moon. But I ain't gonna take it because that's too many cards. But no matter what you've been through, you never let that stop you from shining your light, being kind, being a good person. And that's really one of the main things that God was testing you on was your character. God was building your character. He wanted to test you. He wanted to test your heart. How will you treat people when you're down, when you're struggling? How will you treat people when when you go through all this trauma, these trials and tribulations, all this adversity? How will you treat people? I want to see. So God made you go through these tasks. Sorry, these lessons, and He wanted to see how you will handle certain situations, and you handled them with grace, with class. You handled them like a boss, and that was your test to see how you will handle adversity, to see how you will handle challenges, to see how you will handle being mistreated, undervalued, underpaid, misunderstood. You kept a humble nature about yourself that a lot of people don't have and a lot of people can't embody because some people who've been through so much stuff in life, they tend to let it make them bitter. God wanted to see how you would treat people after you've been through so much. And I'm not saying that you can't feel your pain and feel your emotions and cry and be upset. No. You can't because you're human. You have a right to feel how you feel. He wanted to see how you would treat people when you were in that energy, when you were embodying that energy. He wanted to see if you were going to take your anger out on people, be bitter, nasty. You didn't. You didn't. I'm feeling emotional because I feel like this is a test that, not only that, before I even get there, I feel like, no, I just, like I said, this was a lineage. This was something that had to, that for something in your lineage, your bloodline, people in your bloodline, people in your lineage, they failed this test. God knew you could pass. God knew that you could pass it. That's why He's blessing you, because you're the only person in your lineage, in your generation, in your lineage, that passed this test. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional because I feel the energy of the collective that feels burned out, that feels tired, that feels undervalued, that just feels unheard, unseen. You're going to get your justice. You're going to get your justice. You're going to get everything you want and more because you earned it. You earned. You might have been in this Knight of Cups energy. It was in reverse. So you might have been in lack. You might have been in poverty. Excuse me. Confirmation. You might have been in lack. You might have been in poverty. Not for too long. Not too much. Just because you're getting all this great stuff, I'm saying, don't switch up. Don't change. You don't become a different person. Stay true to yourself. That's also God's gonna test you. Because as quick as God can bless you, He can take it back. You want to see what you're gonna do. The hard part was overcoming challenges and adversity, staying true to yourself. The real part is what you're gonna do when these blessings are presented to you. How will you be? How will you act? Are you gonna act bougie and arrogant, or are you gonna be humble? Don't forget, you had a humble upbringing. You grew up poor. You was raised poor. You had to grow up in poverty. Don't forget what you came from. That's basically what God is trying to say. The moon card. illusions. Things are about to come to the surface. You're about to get blessed. Victory. Magician card. Someone is cooking something up in the background. You don't even know. That is exactly what I got with this with this magician card. Somebody, someone is cooking something up. Let him cook. Somebody's cooking something up in the background. You don't even know. That's why with this moon card, the secrets and illusions and stuff like that. Stuff coming, stuff is hidden. Whatever this magician person doing in the background, been hidden. And in the near future, if not sooner than later, will be presented to you. This King of Cup Emperor energy is about to present something to you. Like I said, read the fine print, ask the proper questions, but motherfucker, when it get presented, sign the dot, sign the line, sign the motherfucking dotted line. This is your blessing. I'm all smiling and cheesing and stuff. Now, back to what I was talking about some people growing up with a silver spoon and growing up with wealth and was born into wealth and stuff. I am not taking a dag at you. It's not your fault. And it's just reality. It is what it is. What I will say is someone who grew up in money, grew up wealthy, was raised wealthy, have a different life than somebody who was raised poor and was raised in poverty. The person who was raised in poverty struggled a lot, had to scrap change to make ends meet, to work 10 times harder just to get half a penny. Um, Person that was raised poor and was born poor didn't have the privilege to experience the finer things, greater things, a luxury life, basically. But this person's upbringing or people who have struggled like this and they make it in life, they have a humble upbringing because they know, like, whenever they get to a certain place in their life when they are abundant financially, that they're going to know how to handle materialistic stuff because they know where they came from. They know what they didn't have, what they went without, what it was like struggling, what it was like not having food to feed their family or to feed themselves or to not get the things that they want that they needed. They know what it's like to go without, but they also know what it's like to work with what they have. If you're a person that watching this, because my collective, it's a mixture of all types of people. All types of people. We don't discriminate over here. I don't discriminate. We don't discriminate over here. But this collective of people, this is a collective that is a mixture of everything in between. Everything in between. If you're somebody that's watching this and this is resonating and you are somebody that grew up with wealth, that was raised wealthy, how do you live your life? Are you humble or are you arrogant? Because you was raised wealthy, you were born in wealth, so you have stuff handed to you. And I'm not taking a dig at you because hell, if I was raised wealthy and was born wealthy, motherfucker, I would be living my best life. But the thing is, I know for a fact I wouldn't let that get to me. If you're somebody that was raised wealthy, how do you treat people who have less than you? Do you treat them with respect because you know they're hardworking people, or do you treat them like they're beneath you because they're beneath you? The thing is, a lot of people who were born wealthy and was raised wealthy, they don't really have to work for a lot of stuff. Some people do. Now, I'm gonna take that back a little bit. Some people actually do grow up and they do get trust funds and they do go to school and they do become something. But they had the luxury of having family that had wealth to get them there. Some people who were born wealthy, they get their money, they trust fund, whatever they inherited, and they blow that shit. They start buying cars, buying confirmation houses, just acting stupid. Like they don't even invest. Like you're not even invested in like stocks or nothing. Like you're not even trying to book your money and make money. Like you're blowing your money. You getting all this money. You're literally was born in money and you're presented with all this money and you're blowing it. You're not even investing your money. Like you're not even trying to invest it in stocks. You're not trying to get no land. You're not trying to get nothing. You are like blowing your money. If you're somebody that was born in wealth, what type of person are you? Are you a humble, wealthy person? Are you are or are you a arrogant, wealthy person who feels like the poor people or people who are lower class than you are beneath you and they shouldn't have the luxury of having these things? But no matter what, that's not that's irrelevant. That's just something to think about. That's the message.